Good morning, viewers. We are back in our current affair program with me, Citra Ayurianda, and my colleagues,
Luis Ren Timanulang,
who will bring you interesting news and get your attention. Today, first story discuss the impact of second-hand clothing store closures on sellers and buyers. The recent closure of several second-hand clothing stores has created a web of change that is felt throughout the community.
A number of market and shopping centers in Medan City are starting to be filled with people, including the Jasmine Tax on Jalan Bunga Sakura, Medan Tuntungan District, Medan City. From the observation of the Medan Tribune, the Melati Tax atmosphere is full of people who want to look for used clothes at low price. A number of residents who happen to be found at the location said that used clothes were another alternative for those who did not have much money. Then, in the Melati Tax used clothing market, brand clothes are often found at low price. One of the traders at Melati Market admitted that he was disappointed with President Joko Widodo or Jokowi policy of prohibiting the import of used clothes. He noted that he had been in the business of selling used clothes or monja for almost decades.
how are retailers responding to this change? And how are shoppers adapting to this shift in shopping patterns? For more information, I will leave it to my fellow reporters who are already on the ground to learn about this impact directly from the business and customers. Okay, good afternoon, Addison. How is it going over there?
Yes, good afternoon with me, Addison. Here I have been directly on site to provide the last information on the impact the closure of second-hand clothing store that have occurred here. Currently, I am at one of the store affected by the closure. Here I am with the Mr. Christine, who is the owner of the shop affected by the closure. Okay, Miss, what is your opinion regarding the closure of second-hand clothing store that have?
Kurang setuju sih ya Monja kalau ditutup karena kita banyak hidup dari Monja ini.
Thank you, Mr. Christine, for your time. Here I'm with Miss Flamos, who is the owner of the shop affected by the closure. Okay, Miss, what is the percentage of buyer after being allowed to sell again?
Kalau untuk pertanyaannya berarti kayak mana pembeli belakangan ini ya? Pembeli belakangan ini mungkin karena sistem ekonomi kita juga lagi nggak baik-baik saja, bukan hanya di Monja, tapi di segala aspek ekonomi juga lagi bermasalah. Ada efeknya sih sedikit aja. Ada penurunan sedikit aja.
Okay, thank you, Miss, for your opinion and your time.
Okay.
Next year, I will ask in terms of buyer related to the closure of used clothing that has happened here. Okay, here I've been together with brother Safikri, one of the buyer. Okay, well now I with brother Safikri. Okay, brother, what do you think about buying second-hand clothes that are still fit to wear?
Menurutku ya sah-sah aja ya, karena pada dasarnya baju-baju bekas yang nggak layak pakai ini kan diperjualbelikan lagi. Ada kalanya di mana orang-orang yang mempunyai ekonomi menengah ke bawah tidak mampu beli baru kan. Jadi ya kurasa layak aja untuk diperjualbelikan, karena kan memang orang luar sana pakai baju itu nggak kayak orang di Indonesia kan. Jadi menurutku ya sah-sah, layak.
Next question.
Oke.
Do you support selling used clothes from import?
Menurutku kayak yang aku bilang tadi kan, barang-barang impor itu orang luar pakainya apa namanya, nggak macam orang kita di Indonesia gitu. Jadi barang-barang dari sana kan pada dasarnya orang-orang di sana kan belinya tuh baru kan, otomatis mahal kan. Yang dimana baju-baju bekas ini yang diimpor dari sana tuh juga masih bagus gitu. Jadi dengan adanya impor dari luar, kita rakyat yang menengah ke bawah bisa memiliki baju dengan kualitas yang sama tapi dengan harga yang murah.
Thank you, brother Safikri, for your time and your opinion.
Oke.
Okay, viewer, here I have asked a few things in terms of seller and buyer. Then I return to the studio.
Okay, thank you, Addison, for the information you have provided. Then we go into the second news about one of the tours in Smalikar, namely the Smalikar Zoo.
Zoo in Medan, Indonesia. The location is in Simalingkar village, Medan Tuntungan, about 10 km from the city center towards Brastagi. The current zoo is a new zoo which was inaugurated by the Mayor of Medan, Abdullah, on April 14, 2005. Previously, the Medan Zoo was located on Jalan Brigjen Tamso, Kampung Baru Village, Medan Maimun, by only paying 15,000 rupiah for weekdays and 20,000 rupiah for holidays. Even though it is relatively new, the zoo in Simalingkar has been widely critiqued for not providing adequate facilities for the animal it has. The arid atmosphere and lack of food for the animals are also obstacles faced by this zoo. And not only that, many animal chains no longer have animals, and many games rides are damaged and not maintained.
Well, so that's the condition of the zoo in the Simalingkar. To find out clear information, we leave in to our colleagues who are already in the field. Hello Addison, how are the conditions there at this time?
Okay, so here I am at the location. Let's ask one of the visitor here. Well, I am with one of zoo visitor. Hello Malik. So here I want to ask a few questions about the stats of this zoo in your opinion.
Oke.
Have you been here before?
Sebelumnya saya belum pernah ke sini, tapi saya sering mendengar tempat ini dari teman-teman saya dan juga sosial media juga.
What do you think about the condition here as new visitor?
Saya rasa kondisi di sini cukup mengkhawatirkan ya, karena bisa kita lihat dari sini banyak jalan-jalan yang lumayan tidak terawat, ada juga kandang-kandang yang lumayan juga tidak terawat, ada binatangnya juga tidak terawat.
Okay Malik, thank you for your time. Okay, here I'm with one of the visitor or local youth who has lived near this zoo for the long time. I'm here with brothers Mario. What do you think about the condition of this zoo now?
Menurut saya, tempat saya yang waktu pertama kali saya datang ke sini sampai ini terakhir saya datang, menurut saya pun kondisinya banyak berubah lah. Yang dari awalnya binatangnya banyak yang isi, sekarang kosong. Yang dulunya bersih, ya ramai pengunjung, sekarang ya sepi juga, tempatnya kotor juga.
What do you think is the reason this zoo was abandoned?
Ya, kalau menurut saya sendiri penyebabnya ya ini salah satu mungkin karena pekerja di Medan ini kurang bertanggung jawab. Yang kedua karena mungkin adanya persaingan antara Medan ini dengan binatang lain sehingga membuat sepi pengunjung.
Okay, thank you for your time, Mr. Mario. Okay, viewer, I interviewed one of the new visitor to the zoo here. Maybe it's not just the visitor that make this zoo quiet. Maybe it's the place or animal that are not longer interesting. This is all I can inform you. The rest I will leave to the studio.
Thank you Addison for the information that has been provided. Thank you for listening to the news with us. Hopefully the information we have shared can provide a deeper understanding. Thank you for your attention.
See you and goodbye.